how to spoil your vote. The second most Googled question of 2025, how to spoil your vote. Now it fucking makes sense. The penny has dropped. Why they're all being so nicey-nicey. Have you noticed in the last kind of week or two, all our wonderful politicians and our government are coming out with like great news, amazing initiatives. Here's the money. We're going to work for you. Have you noticed that? Amazing. It's as if they knew what the second most Googled question was before it came out on the press today. Don't be so cynical. I know they only paid 750 million to buy RTE. They couldn't. There's no way they could know what the news was before you or I knew what the news was. Simon Harris bought Wicklow. Here you go. I bought Wicklow. It's for you. Going to extend our national park and all that kind of stuff. Might have to clean up a couple of tented areas first. But anyway, he bought Wicklow. Jack Chambers. I love this one. We are going to deregulate the regulation that we regulated. Oh shit. Hang on a second. Is the problem? Is the problem? Did we create the problem? Damn it. And when questioned, he couldn't give the answer back to say, hey, Jack, I'm paraphrasing here, obviously, just to make my TikTok videos a little bit more fun. Jack, is it not your fault for fucking up in the first place that you're cleaning up what you fucked up? Well, no, because when we regulated the regulation, back then, it's not that I can't remember what he said, this is how they answer. So they throw in a bit of the answer to a question and kind of then waffle and then bluff and you listen to him, and at the end of it, when he's walked off, you go, I don't think he actually fucking answered that, did he? This, you have to understand, right? You have to understand. Behind the government is a monumental PR machine that they pay for. Actually, when I say they, I mean us, taxpayers' money. And for 5 years, right? For 5 years, I have been studying their language. They speak English. They don't speak our English. When you actually watch and listen how they speak, why they speak, the things they speak, then you start to understand exactly what it is they're saying. And you'll know this through coordinated PR attacks on the Irish people, such as legal and moral obligations. They come out with so many different things. Humanity. Where is your humanity? They come out with the same thing. If you notice, so many leaders at one stage were saying, I will work night and day for you. Macron, Starmer, Harris. It's a coordinated PR spin so that it looks as if they are in solidarity with each other. That it's a uniformed, and you got to think why? Well, because where are they all going around now? It's never about their country that they're trying to discuss. It's always about Europe as a whole. Why? Because they're trying to normalize Europe. Look, maybe I'm fucking nuts. I don't know. But if we can all of a sudden normalize the problems being European problems, well, it's as if we're getting a little step closer to a European government. We might already have that, you say. You're right. And none of us elected a single one of them. But Helen McEntee made a wonderful phone call. Did you see the picture? Actually, very, very funny. Nothing was plugged in. The TV screen of the computer facing the wrong way. And it's as if, if I had a phone in my hand and I go, hang on a second. I just had a meaningful conversation with Santa Claus. How the fuck are we going to know? Why would you take a picture of you on the phone? And they do it so many times. Look at Simon Harris. He's come out with so many times. Meaningful conversation with blah, blah, blah. It's just a picture of you on the phone, mate, for Christ's sakes. But anyway, we've just been so nice, haven't we? In the last couple of weeks, we've given another 125 million to Ukraine. Probably one of the most corrupt countries on the planet at the moment, where money is disappearing at an alarming rate. But we gave 125 million to them. You could argue they need it for the war. Or you could turn around and say, do you know how many bike sheds that would have made? At least four bike sheds. Definitely one security hut. So what I'm saying to you is, when you see such a shift in sentiment, you've got the opposition Holly Kearns and people before profit turning around and tearing the head off the government, saying, how dare you change your tact on immigration? Do you realise the statistics of immigration? Do you realise the people that are here that are working? Nobody has ever said, Holly, we've never said, nobody. We're the first ones to welcome people with open arms into the country to say, you're coming here to work, you're coming here to contribute to society. Let me give you a hug. Let me give you a Céad Míle Fáilte, for Christ's sakes. You're fantastic. Nobody ever said that, but you just got your head so far up your hole for the last few years of trying to label us every kind of name under the sun when you as the opposition, could you imagine how pathetic the opposition is? When we've got one of the worst governments in the history of the state right now, and opposition cannot make any sense or any headway or any improvement on their stats. That's how pathetic they are. It's as if, no way, don't say it. No, look, I need to just throw. Don't say it. I need to throw it out. Go on, so for fuck's sake. Could you imagine if they were all in on it together? Here's how we're going to play the game, lads. Okay, we go in, we say blah blah blah. Here's the 2 or 3 things that you shout and scream back at us, and then it all looks as if we're all doing our job. We're governing, you're opposing, and everyone at home is just going, God, they're trying really hard, aren't they? But could you imagine? It's like I don't know, Arsenal going out playing against Grimsby right now and turning around saying, geez, if we don't hammer these lads, like for fuck's sake, but Grimsby are they're in the second round of the FA Cup. Yeah. Could you imagine being so shit that you can't make an advancement or an improvement on the ones that are even shitter than you? Actually, that makes you even shitter than them. Anyway, what I'm saying is very simple. Watch what they're saying. The nicey stuff. We're here to help. We're going to deregulate the regulation that we regulated in the first place. And then walk away and actually claim no accountability for the fact that it was you that fucked it up. Create the problem, offer the solution. But this is actually just, I can see it. I can see it. If I was in government, the first person I'd hire is me, actually. And turn around and say, right, how the fuck do we do this so it doesn't make us look as pathetic as we're currently looking? You can't go from looking down at your nose, pointing your finger at the people of Ireland one day and all of a sudden want to hug us all. That doesn't fucking work, lads. And it's all nicey stuff. Everything is fantastic. Why? Because they fucking know damn well how many people in this country absolutely disgusted with this current government. Fed up, sick shit. And you'll have people going, well, actually, my job it was going quite swimmingly. I don't understand. I know, but your son or daughter has no chance of buying a house. No, well, actually, I'm quite wealthy, so I don't really care about you mere peasants and plebs. Well, then your grandkids have no opportunity. I'm not here fighting for myself. I'm okay. I have my job. I have my house. I'm doing fine. I'm fighting for my kids' future, my grandkids' future. That's why I shout and scream. Plus, I fucking love it. But you have to understand. There's a reason. There's a reason why. If Leo Varadkar walked into a pub right now, this is where you're to blame. Us, the Irish people, we're to blame. If Varadkar walked into a bar today, we'd all be going, oh, Leo, any chance of a photo? Give an old selfie, boom. And then you turn around as soon as he's gone, what a wanker. It's 800 years to get rid of the English. When they walk, how are you lads? Yeah, guys, geez, there's some share of bastards here in our country, aren't they? But we were always nobody turns around and holds anybody accountable. What are we afraid of? Why are you scared to stand up and call people out? You see your politician, or email them, or call into them and go, listen, you're making absolute bollocks of this. And I'm not happy. I'm going to start holding you accountable. Remember what I say in all the videos as well. Rule number 1, politician, get into power. Rule number 2, keep the power. They don't realise, well, they do know, they know that we don't realise that we hold the power. And Spoil the Vote has proven that. Has proven that. And that's why they are nicey to you. And don't let them get away with it. Because if you fall for that shit, you'll fall for the next shit, and you'll fall for the next shit, and you'll spend your entire life falling for shit. So you have to hold them accountable. Ask them, why are you being so, Simon, why are you being so nice to me now? Why are you coming out with all this stuff? I'm not falling for it. I don't believe you. Listen to what they say. Listen to how they say it. Listen to them all saying the same thing. It's a coordinated PR attack that they hope will fool the people of Ireland. And do you know what? So many of us are fucking so stupid, we do fall for it. And we just continue the cycle. Don't fall for it this time. Zoom out! As I keep saying, don't think like me. Just think. Let me know in the comments. Does it make you think what I say? Does it make you think? They know what they're at. A coordinated PR attack to make you think they're doing a great job. Have a fantastic day.